Hello, my sexy and beautiful people of the internet. My name is Diego, also known as the Chilean Retro Gamer, and welcome officially to the live version, the live edition of the Roulette of Sadness that I'm going to be doing at least once a week on Twitch. And it introduces some differences in comparison to the regular pre-recorded Roulette of Sadness that you guys have been watching on this channel since January this year. The main motivation for me to make this video is to introduce the live series, let you know that this is going to go parallelly to the pre-recorded Roulette of Sadness. Sometimes I am going to be taking breaks from the pre-recorded Roulette of Sadness, and well, instead of that, you will see me upload episodes of this live version to the Roulette of Sadness. The rules are slightly different from the pre-recorded version. As you can see, it's a big wheel with many items, with many games to pick from. It is not going to be based on me holding tournaments or, doing this by rounds or anything like that. Pretty much, as what you see here right now is how the live Roulette of Sadness is going to look like all the time. This is pretty much how the wheel would look after 5 tournaments of the pre-recorded version. This would be pretty much what the Loser's Revenge wheel would look like. Because, remember, as I told you in some episodes of certain playthroughs, that I planned on focusing only on the Loser's Revenge wheel once I complete 5 tournaments. Remember, by the time we complete the 5th tournament, the Loser's Revenge wheel will have 50 items. Well, the live Roulette of Sadness has 50 items. This is how it looks like. Okay, this wheel has 50 games to choose from. And it's not completely even, but these 50 games basically feature the 4 main categories I usually work with. There are 12 classic games, 12 modern games. When I say modern, it's something from modern consoles. It could be also a classic game from a modern console through a classic game collection or something like that. But they could be, usually they're going to be played from real hardware most of the time, because I do have that game because I bought it or whatever. But it could be an actual modern game or a classic game from a modern console. So we got 12 classics, 12 modern, 12 computer games. Remember, not necessarily PC. It could be Amiga, it could be MSX or other. And 12 ROM hacks. Okay? 12 games per category. Yeah, but that makes it 48, not 50. And, well, the thing is, I will be adding, of course, new items as we beat or play the games from this current wheel. As opposed to what I plan on doing with the Loser's Revenge wheel, well, the Loser's Revenge wheel will eventually have to completely disappear. I will be playing the 50 games from the wheel, but I'm not going to be adding new ones, okay? So once I play the game in question, the wheel will go down to 49, 48, 47 until I clear the wheel completely. In the case of the live Roulette of Sadness, the wheel will always have 50 items, okay? So once I clear a game, that item is going to be replaced by another one, okay? The criteria for replacements at first will be a little bit confusing because I plan on adding 4 classics immediately, or replacing the games in question, whatever category they are in. They're going to be replaced by 4 classics, then by 4 modern, then by 4 computer games, and then by 4 ROM hacks. Then on the way, I realized that it would be a better idea to make the replacements by 1 of each category, but that will happen later because I already spin the wheel a few times. I already did a couple of streams on this, and I don't think it would be a great idea to change the rules right at the beginning. So I'd rather make the few replacements that I had in mind, and then after we complete the cycle of 4, 4, 4, and 4, then we're gonna add 1 game per category for each replacement. Okay, I hope you guys are not totally confused now. I'm trying to make myself as clear as I can. But the thing is, yeah, we have 12 games per category. That makes it 48 plus 2. These 2 extra games are classic games, which means the next 2 games that I play will be replaced by another 2 classics. That will make it the 4 that I was talking about. Then, for the next 4 games, those 4 games will be eventually replaced. It doesn't matter what games they are, what category they belong to, but those 4 categories will be replaced by 4 modern games, then 4 computer games, then 4 ROM hacks. So basically the first 15 or 14, because I already added 2, the next 14 games that I pick from this wheel will be replaced by 4 of the same category. And again, after all of those playthroughs, I am going to be doing things a little bit more organized by adding 1 of each category, and it will be even, it will be more even for everybody. Even though there is a wide selection of classics, a wide selection of modern and, well, classic games from other consoles, from collections. There is lots of PC games, and there are plenty of ROM hacks as well, as it is right now. But remember, guys, the next 2 replacements, again, I'm going to be re-explaining the rules on the way every time I can, okay? Either on their actual live stream or on this, these explanation videos on the YouTube channel. But what you have to understand now is that the next 2 replacements will be classic games, okay? It is still very even as it is, but there are slightly more classic games right now, which, well, you will see that not necessarily means that there will be more classic games on the wheel. A little bit of a spoiler right there. So what I'm going to do now is show you the first spin, because this is a pre-recorded video that I have paused. Again, by the time you watch this, I have already streamed 2, and I already know the next 2 or the next 5 games, more or less, within this show. So I'm going to show you the first spin, and we're going to find out what we're going to be playing first, or what I'm going to be uploading first later this week for the live Roulette of Sadness. So let's take a look. Oh, sorry about that. A little bit of an accident. So yeah, this combines everything. Classics, some of the hacks that I have done in the past, some new hacks, some modern games, some of the games from my Steam collection, a little bit of everything. But the first game that appears here is Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast, which is technically a modern game. Remember, modern game is everything from the PlayStation 2, GameCube, Dreamcast generation onwards, okay? And that also includes Game Boy Advance. That's technically quote-unquote modern, because basically for me, everything modern is from 2000 forward, okay? So you're gonna see me do a, let's say, full playthrough of the Dreamcast version of Crazy Taxi. So again, the next 2 replacements will be classic games. Specifically for the next spin that I'm probably gonna be showing you guys next week, Crazy Taxi will be replaced by another game. Of course, that game will be properly informed to you before the spin, so you know in advance what game it is. I already got the video post for quite a while, so you could actually take the time to read through all of these games on the wheel with no mystery whatsoever, so you know in advance what games you can see eventually on this segment. So, first game for the live Roulette of Sadness is going to be Crazy Taxi on Dreamcast. Expect the gameplay later this week, and next week we're going to spin the wheel again, telling you first of all what game is going to replace Crazy Taxi on the wheel, and we're going to spin the wheel once again. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope you are excited for this segment, because it's going to be cool. It's different from the regular Roulette of Sadness, but at least still with a lot of unpredictability in it. So I hope you enjoy.